This is the real story of Noah's Ark. Most of us have heard the tale of Noah's Ark, an ancient story passed down through generations, often recounted as a simple children's bedtime narrative. Picture a bearded man, his family, and a menagerie of animals, all aboard a colossal wooden ship, surviving a great flood. But what if I told you there was much more to this story? What if behind the familiar scenes of pairs of animals and a rainbow in the sky lies a deeper, richer, and more captivating tale? A story of faith against all odds, divine intervention, and an extraordinary journey that forever changed the course of history. Set aside what you think you know and allow me to take you on an adventure to discover the real story of Noah and his ark. Like and subscribe if you want to hear more epic stories from the Bible. The world was not always the serene blue-green sphere we now see from space. There was an age when darkness loomed over the land, a time when humanity had lost its way. People were filled with greed, corruption, and violence, and their hearts were far from pure. It was during these turbulent times that the eyes of the Lord scanned the earth, seeking a beacon of hope amid the chaos. Noah was that beacon, a man of unwavering faith. He lived a life of righteousness amidst the moral decay around him. He was a husband and a father, leading his family with kindness and integrity. His heart was open to the whispers of the divine, and it was this open-heartedness that led him to a task that would seem insurmountable to most. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Noah received a vision. In this vision, God spoke to him with a voice that was both gentle and powerful, like the rustling of leaves in a storm. "Noah," God said, "the earth has filled with violence, and I have decided to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with their wickedness. But you, Noah, are different. You have found favor in my eyes. Build yourself an ark of cypress wood. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Make a roof for it, leaving below the roof an opening 1 cubit high all around. Put a door in the side of the ark and make lower, middle, and upper decks." Noah's heart raced. The task was monumental, the command divine. He knew he had to act swiftly and with precision. There was no time to waste, for the fate of all living creatures rested on his shoulders. With determination in his heart and divine instructions guiding his hands, Noah began the colossal task of building the ark. Day by day, he toiled under the sun, cutting timber and shaping it according to the specifications he had received. His 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, stood by his side, their muscles straining as they worked together to create the massive vessel. As the ark took shape, it became a symbol of hope and salvation in a world teetering on the brink of destruction. Neighbors and passers-by mocked Noah, calling him a madman for building such a massive boat on dry land. But Noah remained steadfast, his faith unshaken by their jeers. The construction of the ark was no simple feat. It required meticulous planning and extraordinary craftsmanship. The ark was to be a sanctuary, a floating refuge that would withstand the torrential rains and surging waters that were to come. Noah worked tirelessly, driven by a purpose greater than himself. As the ark neared completion, a new challenge presented itself, gathering the animals. God had commanded Noah to bring into the ark two of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive during the impending flood. This was no ordinary task, for the earth was home to countless species, each with its own unique needs and behaviors. But once again, Noah's faith was rewarded. As if guided by an unseen hand, animals from all corners of the earth began to arrive at the ark. Elephants lumbered in with their majestic trunks. Lions and tigers walked side by side, their usual instincts subdued. Birds of every color and song filled the skies, their wings beating in a harmonious rhythm as they settled onto the ark's roof. Noah and his family marveled at the sight. It was as if the animals understood the gravity of the situation and were willing participants in this divine plan. Each pair was carefully guided into their designated quarters within the ark, where they would remain safe from the coming storm. With the ark completed and the animals safely aboard, Noah and his family entered the massive vessel. They brought with them supplies, food, water, and provisions to sustain them through the days ahead. The door of the ark was shut, sealing them inside. Then the skies darkened, and the first drops of rain began to fall. What started as a gentle patter soon turned into a relentless downpour. The heavens opened up, and water poured from the sky in torrents. The ground beneath the ark trembled as springs burst forth, adding to the rising waters. For 40 days and 40 nights the rain continued unabated. The once dry land was swallowed by the floodwaters, and the ark began to float. Outside, the world was submerged, and all that Noah had known was lost beneath the waves. Inside the ark, Noah and his family adjusted to their new life. The days were long and filled with the sounds of animals' roars, chirps, and the occasional bray. Each member of Noah's family had their responsibilities, caring for the animals and ensuring their needs were met. The ark was not just a vessel, it was a microcosm of the world that had been. Despite the chaos outside, a sense of peace settled over the ark. Noah led his family in prayers and songs, their voices rising above the din of the storm. It was a time of reflection and unity, as they drew strength from each other and from their faith. The animals, too, found a rhythm. Predators and prey coexisted in harmony, an extraordinary testament to the power of the divine. Noah marveled at this sight, finding solace in the knowledge that life, in all its forms, was being preserved. After what felt like an eternity, the rain finally ceased. The ark floated gently on the vast expanse of water, a solitary beacon in a world transformed. Noah and his family waited patiently, their faith unwavering, as the waters began to recede. One day, Noah released a raven to see if the waters had subsided. The raven flew back and forth, but found no place to rest. After several more days, Noah sent out a dove. The dove returned with an olive leaf in its beak, a sign that the earth was beginning to emerge from the flood. Hope surged within Noah's heart. He knew that their time aboard the ark was nearing an end. Days turned into weeks, and the waters continued to withdraw, revealing the mountain tops and then the valleys. Finally, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah opened the door, and fresh air flooded into the ark. He and his family stepped onto solid ground for the first time in over a year. The animals, too, emerged, blinking in the sunlight and exploring their new surroundings. Noah built an altar and offered a sacrifice to God, giving thanks for their deliverance. God made a covenant with Noah, promising never to flood the earth again. As a sign of this promise, he placed a rainbow in the sky, a symbol of hope and renewal. Noah and his family began to rebuild their lives, planting crops and tending to the land. The earth was cleansed, and they were given a second chance to live in harmony with each other and with all of creation. The story of Noah and his ark is a testament to the power of faith and the importance of stewardship. It teaches us about the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring bond between mankind and the natural world. Noah's unwavering faith, even in the face of overwhelming odds, serves as an inspiration to all who hear his story. And so, as we look up at the rainbow after a storm, we remember Noah and the ark. We are reminded of the promise of new beginnings and the enduring hope that even in the darkest of times, there is always a light that guides us forward. If this story had an immense effect to you, I ask if you could support us with your subscription so you won't miss our up and coming videos. Together, it can enlighten and understand more the Word of God, and thank you for being here. I pray that God bless you.